Altered Beast is an arcade beat-em-up released for the Sega Mega Drive in 1988.
Rise from your grave.
Classic. Straight away you'll notice it's one of those old school games that pushes you along the screen against your will. You could argue that this keeps you on edge, like it's in your face non-stop action, but I just find it stops you from exploring levels at your own pace. You play as a warrior who's been brought back from the dead to rescue the sister of Zeus, the god of thunder, or something like that. The story is paper thin, as you would expect from a beat-em-up. The controls are just as simple. A makes you punch, B makes you kick, and C makes you jump. The attacks aren't really different from each other, both do the same amount of damage, though some have a slightly longer reach depending on whether you're standing or crouching. If you hold up while pressing C, you'll do a high jump. It's mainly used for hitting flying enemies. It would have been nice if you could just hold the C button to jump higher, but you get used to it after a while. Every so often you'll come across these blue pigs or wolves, depending on what version you're playing. If you hit them, they'll drop an orb, which increases your strength. I didn't know speedos were around in this time period. Collecting 3 orbs will transform you into the Altered Beast, a creature that's half beast, half man. Each level features a different transformation, though since there's only 5 levels in the game, there aren't that many. Transforming into the beast is mandatory for defeating the boss for each stage. If you fail to collect 3 orbs before reaching the boss, the stage will repeat until you do. Needless to say, having the option to fail against the boss without the beast form would have been nice. When you get hit, instead of flashing and becoming invincible for a few seconds, you'll fall back repeatedly until your character has enough space to land. Because of this bullshit mechanic, it's common to lose all of your health at once when getting swarmed by multiple enemies. And on top of that, there's no continues. That's right, you have 2 lives to finish the entire game. And I know what you're thinking, but Dave, surely you can add more lives in the options. Options? What options? I don't remember seeing any options at the start, do you? But guess what? There is an option menu. All you have to do is hold B and press start at the title screen. What the fuck? How is anyone supposed to know that? Why make such a basic function so cryptic and hidden? The only way this will be acceptable is if it tells you in the instruction manual. Oh, well, fair enough, but that's still bullshit. What if you don't have the manual? Or what if you didn't have the internet to look up the manual? These are questions we gotta be asking. Anyway, once you increase your health and lives to a sensible amount, it's not too difficult to complete the game. Like in Mega Man, each boss has a pattern you have to learn, but some of them are laughably easy. Most of the time all you have to do is spam the attack key until he goes boom. Once you beat Rocksteady, you save the girl and that's it, game's over. All in under 20 minutes if you know what you're doing. In conclusion, Altered Beast isn't a bad game, but it isn't really that good either. It's an impressive port, even if the source material isn't that amazing to begin with. Oh, and by the way, if you hold A and press start on the title screen, you can continue from the stage you died on.